Hi, good morning. Today we are going to have a look at some tabletop stretches. Tabletop stretches are a great way to wake up the back, just get the whole body going in a really gentle way. So yeah, we're going to make a start straight away. To find our tabletop position, we're just going to find on all fours. Hands can be underneath the shoulders. Fingers spread. Knees are going to be underneath the hips, and my feet can be relaxed or they can be engaged, so I can tuck my toes under if I want to, or I can completely relax them. And then whilst we're here, we're just maybe going to take just a few rocks forwards and backwards. And as we do this, we want to be thinking about our spine and our back. So notice if perhaps you are collapsed in your shoulders like this. So kind of sinking into the shoulders, you haven't got a neck. Maybe the belly's dropped down a little bit, or maybe you're lifting the back a little bit, so you're looking towards your knees. What we want to try and do is find a neutral spine. So the head is pulling away from the tail and the tail is pulling away from the head. My belly button's, help me do this, my belly button's kind of pulling towards my spine a little bit too. Maybe you could draw a couple of circles, warming up the hands and the wrists here. Nice. Very nice. And then our rest position can be child's pose, my favourite. So we're going to shift the hips back towards the feet, and the hands are going to walk themselves away, dropping the head down. And the hands can be quite active in this if you wanted to, maybe reaching themselves away or coming up towards the fingertips to give space underneath the arm, or if you fancy just a little bit something a little bit gentler, just allowing the hands to rest alongside the body. Nice. Slowly walking your way back up towards our tabletop position. We are going to do just a couple of little exercises to help with balance. So we're going to take the right leg off of the floor. Nice. And we want to see if we can keep our hips in line. So just notice if the hip is lifting ever so slightly. We want to keep those hips facing the mat, really pushing up and out of those hands, and it helps me to put a little bit of pressure in those fingertips. Nice. And this might be enough today. Or if you're feeling a little bit adventurous, maybe we could take the left hand off of the floor as well. So my right foot's off and my left hand is off. Fingertips are pulling away from the toes. So notice now that your body is having to do a lot of little movements to try and stay balanced, which is fine. And again, you can stay here. We'll go to our rest position, child's pose. Or inhale, bring the elbow towards the knee, drop the head down. Nice, really curve the spine. And then as you exhale, we release and we extend the leg and the arm again. Inhale in. Exhale away. Keep pushing that right hand towards the mat. One more. Inhale in. Exhale away. Nice. We're going to drop the hand and the leg. Maybe give that right hand a little bit of a circle. And we're going to go for the other side straight away. So from here, we're going to lift the left leg. Keep the hips in line. And then from here, right hand up. And this might be enough for you today. Or inhale in, elbow towards the knee. Exhale away. Inhale in. Exhale away. Inhale in. And exhale away. We're going to drop the hand and the leg. We're going to shift the weight back towards our toes. So this time we're going to open up the knees slightly. So the knees are going to open up, it's like a 10 to 2 position. And then we're going to walk the hands away, dropping the forehead. And if you wanted to have a little bit of a chest opener here, we could open up the hands as well, to like a V shape. Dropping the forehead down. And as we breathe in, we want to be breathing into the back of the rib cage. And as we exhale, we want to be softening the whole front of the body down towards the floor. Nice. Slowly walking the hands back towards centre, and we're going to shift the weight up towards our tabletop position again. Nice. Hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to wake up the back. So on our next inhale, we're going to drop the belly down, but lift the head and the tailbone up towards the sky. So our chest is trying to face forwards. And as we exhale, we reverse this and we lift our back, but drop our head and our tail, opening up the back of our rib cage. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head and the tail. And exhale. You can follow your own pace of breath, or you can stick with me. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Nice. We're going to slowly refine our tabletop position. We're going to go for a lovely chest opener. So we're going to tuck our toes underneath for this one to keep our feet engaged, and my hips are going to stay over the top of my knees. So we're not going to shift the weight forward or shift the weight backwards. From here, and then I'm going to drop my arms down towards maybe my forearms. Look, relaxing the head down. And imagining that my tailbone is travelling away from my head, and I can relax here and I can really soften my chest and my shoulders down. If you wanted to go a little further, maybe the hands can reach away. Maybe taking the elbows off of the floor, and my tailbone stays where it is, travelling away from the head. Give a little bit more space for the chest. Nice. Taking some nice deep breaths here. 2 more. 1 more. And slowly coming back up towards our tabletop position. Nice. We're slowly just going to finish with one final one. From here, we're going to just twist my right hand over my left hand, and my right fingers are going to face the bottom of my mat. So I'm kind of spiraling over my left hand. I want to draw my left hip towards my right hand, so I'm having a really nice stretch in the right side of my body here. And if you need to increase it, this top hand can go a little bit further down. Nice. And then we reverse. Left hand over the top of the right. Right hip draws towards the left. And release. Slowly untangling the legs, finding a comfy seated position. Perhaps just giving the shoulders a little bit of a rest, maybe even the wrists, doing some figures of 8. Nice. Just dropping the head to one side, bringing the head back up, and then dropping the head to the other. Great. Lifting the head back up, and thanks very much for joining me.